Okay, so basically the battle pass, I don't think anything looks that good on it. There's the Black Cell one I was looking at last week. I haven't really been playing much Call of Duty lately. So there's Black Cell, which I looked at last week, and I came to the conclusion there's nothing on it that I want. There's this, right? It looks kind of cool. I don't really care about weapon inspections, but yeah, that does look cool, that weapon inspection, but I don't really give a shit about that. I'm not spending my money just for that. If I want to look at the weapon inspection, I can just watch someone else do it, on YouTube or something. So it's not really like I need that. As for the Def FX, yeah, it looks alright. It looks okay. I find that these previews don't show it exactly the way it looks in game, so I looked at this particular weapon last week, and it actually looks pretty much the same as that in game, so it looks alright, yeah. It's not bad. Def effects, it's not one of my favorite. It's not like the best I've ever seen, so again, I don't think it's worth giving them 25 quid for that piece of shit. Right, so let's see what happens here. You get XP boost available. I don't know if that's all the time, or yeah, I don't know. And you do get like your money, a certain amount of COD points. How do you do that again? How do I? Oh my god, I forgot how to do this. These games are getting too complicated. I'm like lost here. How do I get onto that menu where it tells me the COD points? That's stupid. Let's press triangle. Oh, here it is. Right, yeah, triangle. So you get 1,100. You earn 1,000. You can get 1,100 for paying 26 quid. And then you also get the Black Cell rewards. Well, in my opinion, the Black Cell rewards are a pile of trash. Nothing really that amazing about it. This is just a different variant of the same weapon, and it doesn't even have a def effect. So I mean, and then you can go through these these things. It's like, unless you really care about these things, like, I don't really care about, that looks alright, but it's like, I don't really care. And it's like, well, that's just a blueprint of a weapon that already exists, and you don't even get any depth effects on it. Whether you get the Black Cell or the normal variant, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really seem to give you any depth effects. So, or even tracers, I don't have. So I mean, what's the point in that? I don't know. It seems a bit bollocks. Oh, that looks good, but again, not worth 26 fucking quid. Okay, I mean, it's subjective, but these things look balls to me. Always, again, that's part of just the normal battle pass, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just focusing on Black Cell at the moment. So Black Cell looks pretty shit. I mean, that looks kind of cool, I guess. But again, are these things worth 26 quid? I don't know. I mean, I like things like death effects because you can see them. You can't see your own character when you're playing. You can see the hand of the character, but you can't actually see the character. So does it really matter? I don't know. Uh, yeah, there's nothing. Look, basically, it's all the same as this. It's just all over the ground. Right. And then on page, what was it, 14? Right, here's one that you get with the normal. This is the only back to the normal battle pass. Then with the normal battle pass is free, right? It's 1,100 points, and then you get your 1,100 points back over time. So by the time you get to the end of it, you've got your total points back. So there's 100, blah blah blah. Right? Keeps going like that. Back 3 pages, 100. So that's not too bad. And you do get a weapon that has a death effects, but as I said, death effects are things that I kind of like. I don't really care about weapon charms or this or that too much. You get enough weapon charms anyway. I mean, it's subjective, but I don't really care much about this thing that much, really, or the operators too much. I've got a few good operators I bought from the bundles anyway. Not specifically for the operators, I bought them for the death effects. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I really like in these games. In this game is the death effect things. That's the only reason I want to spend money on it. It's not for the weapon inspection, though. Admittedly, they do kind of look cool. Artistically speaking, they do. I do like the animations and the weapon inspections. So okay, but so basically, let me see. Where's page 13? Where's page 13? So this weapon is the only weapon that you get with the death FX as part of the battle pass. But the death FX, I don't know. I can't find this weapon anywhere online. I get only a couple of TikTok videos of someone looking at the weapon inspection version, which is actually pretty cool. Actually, see, it's taking a long look here. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I don't care for it. Like, I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm not spending money just for a weapon. Yeah, a weapon inspection. It's not. It's cool though. Yeah. They all look kind of cool. I think there's just one of a baseball bat that looked cool. Anyway. But again, I don't care. That's not why I'm spending money. So. The death effect itself, it looks like it's just flames. But as I said, sometimes it's like, oh my god, people outside screaming or something. I hate when kids do that. They're always screaming. They're always, like, it sounds like they're being murdered or something. I don't know why kids get on like that. Anyway, so there's flames and there's a bit of blood splatter. And it's like, okay, I would like to see that in game to see if it looks a bit different in game than it does there. But if that's all the FX really is just that little tiny bit of blood splatter and a wee bit of flames, then it depends how much you like flames. I've got a bit of an aversion to flames, so plus you can already get flames on the shotguns anyway, right? So unless that's not the, I feel like I saw that Saffron's Death FX, twice, but I can't find it anywhere. Maybe I should Google that one. Just the death effects itself instead of the weapon. I couldn't find anything on that weapon. So, I mean, people mustn't be playing this game anymore. Because, like, that's the only really good reward from the whole Battle Pass itself. I mean, sorry, you do get these other weapons on page, like, 8. These are free, right? So I don't need to pay for these at all. So, right, you get that one, and then you get page 3, and you get that one, right? So they're all free, right? You don't even have to pay at all for that, so that's okay. But the one that you actually have to pay for, even though you do get your money back over time, it seems to be this one. And then you get this one as the variant of the Black Cell variant, and again, it's just the Crimson Darkness FF. Also, there's another weapon I just discovered that's just come out recently in the store. There it is. And it looks exactly the same as the Crimson Dark FX. Dark FX. Except better. It looks better. It looks like there's more of a blood splatter. It looks like a heavier amount of blood. So, I mean, that actually looks better than the Crimson Dark FX. So you need to pay something like 26 quid to get the Crimson Dark FX. But this is only 17 quid or something. So this is actually cheaper to do it this way. If that's what the only thing that you want from the Black Cell is that FX, well then it would be better just to get this, I think. But again, I'd rather compare them on a video. Someone doing it. I'll have to look up this particular weapon in a minute. This bundle. Because maybe it doesn't look as good. Or maybe it looks better. Maybe it even looks better than that. I don't know. I always find the previews aren't 100% accurate. So yeah, there's really nothing in the normal Battle Pass, to be honest, the normal version, except for the free stuff that you get automatically, so you don't need to worry about that. or this page 13 one where you get. So I don't know. Should I pay the money or something? I'll have to Google exactly what this Severance Death FX is. I've seen it. I thought I saw it twice. I could have sworn another weapon had the same thing, but oh wait, here it is. Severance Death FX. It's right beside it. It's on the next page. Ah, you had seen that effect. Right. Let me check if it's a flame thing or not. Here it is. This is it. This will be the thing. Okay, so it's not the flames. I knew this. I did this last week and I couldn't remember. It must be the blood splatter. Or something. The flames in the shotgun, right? That must have been just an attachment on that shotgun. Oh, where did it go? Ah. That must have been, the shotgun must have simply had an attachment. Yeah, that's what that was. So, the actual death effect itself. Back to this again. It's just a wee bit of blood splatter. It's not really anything amazing. So basically, I'm realizing, I mean, it's all very subjective. Maybe somebody really wants this thing, but it doesn't really seem that you're getting much for the battle pass. And luckily, you do get your points back eventually. So if you really do want this weapon or whatever, I mean, don't get me wrong, that weapon looks pretty cool. However, if you've got dark matter camo, I don't know, all the weapons kind of start to look kind of the same. So it's a choice between, do you want to put your dark camo on it or not? I want to put my dark camo on it, so it's like, it's just going to make the weapon look kind of the same anyway, probably. So I don't really care that much about the look of the weapon since I've got the dark camo. So again, there's nothing much on the battle pass itself except for these last page 14 and page 13. I guess you get the Severance Death FX, which seems to be just a tiny bit of blood splatter. I don't care that much about tracers. But maybe some people do, so I don't know. The look of the weapon, the look of those weapons look alright, I guess. But, I mean, again, with dark camo, so I don't really care so much. And then there's the Black Cell, and, it's Black Cell variants of these, and the only difference is you get the Crimson Darkness FX, which is basically a stronger version of the Severance FX. But then, as you saw a second ago, there's this Photogenics Def FX, which is a stronger version of that same Def FX all over again. So it seems like there's three versions of the Def FX. There's the Severance, which is the lightest. There's the Crimson Darkness, which is medium, and then there's this Photogenics, which is a part of this particular bundle. And it seems to be the exact same, but just stronger looking. So yeah, I don't really know if Black Cell's worth it then. If you want that particular Def FX, you would be better just getting this. But again, it also depends what weapon it's on. So I didn't even think it's on Jackal, the Battle Pass. Which, and then the Jackal's a great gun, so I don't know. Depends. And then all the other things on the Black Instant, you get, what's this? You don't get anything on that. So it's really whatever this is, XP boost. Is that a continuous XP boost? All the time? Or does it only last for one season? I don't know. I think I read that every season you get an extra boost. So if he keeps giving them 26 quid every season. But the point is, this is too expensive. This is ridiculous. I spent 85 quid thinking that would cover me for the whole year. I bought the game and then I gave them 85 quid. And then I was like, oh no, I need to spend. I didn't really know anything about how this battle pass works. So then I spent another 30 quid on the battle pass to get the lava weapon. The two lava weapons. The goblin and the Kriegsee or something lava variants. And so that was, that's 115 quid I've given them. And then eventually I bought so many bundles, and it wasn't that many. it was only like 4 bundles or something, and my 85 quid was basically, I'd already spent it. So I was like, okay, I'll give them another 85 quid. So that's, what did I say, 115 plus 85? That's 200 quid. So basically I've given them 200 quid and the game cost me about 60 quid. And I'm running out again. Let me see, what ones do I want? I kind of want the Terminator one. Even though it's very similar to another one, the very first FX I ever got. I can't remember what that FX is called. Static Boom it's called. This one's called Incineration. I like that. That looks cool. It's very similar to the one I already have. So I mean, but it makes certain weapons that I like to use. You know, you only get that def FX on a certain amount of weapons. So I mean, at least that way I can use my GPR91 with a def FX because I don't have any def FX for that one. So I kind of want to get this. But it's 3,000 points. That's like 20 quid or something. I don't know how much that costs, but that's something like 20 quid. So if you look at my favorites, let's see, where's my favorites? How to get to your favorites? Wish list. Okay. There's this one. I have to have a look at what that FFX looks like in game rather than just that preview. But I kind of want it. Sort of. I mean, I already have a FFX on my Model L or something that basically turns people into goo. And I guess this looks kind of the same. I already said there's 3 variants of this FX. Maybe there's another variant because I forgot about that Model L one. Oh, maybe that's exactly the same. Oh my god, you know you're right. Let me see. Oh my god. Where's the... I'm getting confused. Okay, so... one thing at a time. I want to show you the FX first. So I kind of want this one, but I won't have enough points if I want... because I can only afford like 3 or something. No, I can't even afford... I just realized something. I can't afford this one, and this one. This one's cool. This is what I thought the Terminator one was going to be. I was expecting the Terminator one to be some form of metal type thing where you turn into liquid metal or something. Well, this isn't even really liquid metal. It's just metal. Anyway, metal kind of shards. Reminds me of honeycomb. It's a wee bit liquidy. There's a wee bit of a liquidy kind of look to it, sort of. I kind of want that. I sort of like that Def FX. Def FX. It's on a C9. C9's alright. Don't mind the C9. Model L again. Okay. Midas Touch FX. I kind of want that, but I can't get all 3 of these. But I can afford this one. And like this one and this one or something. I can afford these 3. But I can't afford these 3 at the top because it's an extra 200 points. So am I going to give them another 85 quid? You don't have to give them 85 quid, but you do save overall if you give them 85 quid. The points get cheaper the more you give them, so do I give them another fucking 85 quid? Like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, I swear I think this, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but this might put off people from back. I feel like I'm never going to buy Call of Duty ever again. I haven't bought it since Vanguard. But I think I might never buy it ever again, because you can't, I only miss these bundles. I only want them because I can see them. But if I don't buy the game, then I can't see them. So, if I don't buy the game, then I can't see what I'm missing, so I don't have to miss, I'm not going to miss what I'm missing, if that makes sense. Just let's go back to this a second. Which weapon was it? Some of these dev effects are really cool. I love this ice one. I love my static boom one. Let's see how that differs from the Terminator one. Oh, it's taking easy. Very similar. Better than the Terminator one, to be honest, because he turns golden before he turns black. Uh, he lights up before he goes black, but there's still the Terminator one has a slightly different. It's kind of cool too. He kind of blows up slightly. Where's the one? Hang on, where's the one where he blows up? Remember the one I was talking about a second ago? The three variants of the blood splatter one. Oh my god, which one is that? Oh yes, it's this one. It is called. Shh. It's called Sheesh Death FX. And let's see what that looks like. Oh my god, it looks exactly the same. So now they're bringing out the same Death FXs with different names. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or maybe the games, the devs aren't realizing that they're using the same ones over again or something. So I just said there was 3 variants of that Death FX sound. It seems more like there's 4. Well, that looks about the exact same as the 3rd variant. The one that's called, oh my god, what's it called again? So there's Severance, there's Crimson Darkness, and then there's Biotechnics or something. And then there's this, Shush Death FX. That looks about the same strength as the Biotechnics one. Was it Biotechnics? I can't remember if that's what it's called. That looks exactly the same. Doesn't it? I think so. Well, if it is the same, it could still be worth it because it just means you've got it on an extra gun. Like in this one, you have it on the Marine SP and the Model L. Or on this one, assuming it is the same FX, you have it on the Fang 82, which I haven't used yet because that's part of the pass, and the Goblin and the Ray. No, I don't have it. No. So really, you just get it on the Goblin, which I don't really like the Goblin that much. And you get it on the Biotechnics. Let's just see if that's the same. It's very similar. Maybe it's a wee bit stronger. I think it's the same, to be honest. They've literally given it a different name, but it's the same one. That's a bit stupid. There's lots of stupid things in this game, though. Even the symbol for Def FX is a skull there, right? But in like the weapons, you actually go to a weapon. It's actually a little spinny blade, as you can see on the right there. So like even the symbols are stupid. They haven't got the symbols correct. Like the symbols aren't consistent. The names of I'm now starting to see duplicate Def FXs, but they've got different names. Are they doing that on purpose, or is that an oversight? It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it still means that you get that FX on a different weapon that maybe you prefer that weapon, so maybe that's good. But still, I feel like that's a bit confusing because I was sitting there assuming that was a completely new Def FX, not realizing it's the same picking thing. I'll have to check it on a video here to someone else that's actually bought the bundle to make 100% sure that that is the same Def FX. But yeah, it looked pretty much the same to me. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I think people are going to get turned off buying Call of Duty because it's just too much. I mean, these things should cost £2, not £20. 3 bundles cost the same price of the whole game. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. How am I? Store. Yeah, these things are ridiculous. They're just too expensive. But I'm going to keep giving them money anyway because I'm an idiot. I'm literally thinking I'll probably give them another 85. I'll probably give them 85 quid every month for at this rate. It's like, Jesus, I'm such an idiot. But I'm honestly thinking, no, I'm never buying Call of Duty ever again because it's just not economically. I mean, it's just not very smart to give 85 quid for a few Death FXs to a game that's not even a permanent game. It's like people are going to stop playing it over the next 3 or 3 years or something. So, I mean, what's the point? Let's see what the gift is. Double it here. Yeah, I don't know. So that's the Season 2 Battle Pass, and some of the bundles there, my opinions on it. I'm addicted to it because I'm an idiot. Like, I've just got like I've got an addictive personality, and I've got enough money, so I don't mind 100% mind paying money for this, but I seriously would hate this if I didn't have enough money. Like, if I didn't have enough money, I'd be getting jealous. I'd be like, oh, that person has a cool death effect. Or what would happen is, if I had just about enough money, I'd probably spend all my money. Like, I'd probably just spend all my money on it, and then I'd have no money left. Because I'm an idiot. I mean, at least admittedly I've got the money, so it's like, it's not too annoying. But I'm thinking about most people that don't have the money, and it's like, that sucks balls for most people. It sucks balls for me. I don't want to be spending that money, even though I have the money. I don't want to be spending it. I'm not like a frugal person. I like saving my money. I don't like just throwing it on stupid things. So I really think this is a pile of trash, to be honest. But a pile of trash that I'm just going to keep giving Activision my money like an idiot because I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's a pile of fucking trash. It's completely stupid. This is like 3,000 COD points, which is the same as about 20 quid or something. That's ridiculous. It's stupid looking. It's not stupid, sorry. It's not really that amazing. It's basically the same death effect as that other one. It's very similar looking. And you only get it for a couple of weapons, you know? You don't even get... It's not like you can put these death effects on any of your weapons. They're only calibrated to certain weapons, so it really doesn't feel like these things are worth... I'm not the first person to have realized this. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this. It's completely stupid. But it is also cool at the same time. It is cool and it is stupid. I mean, if you really like DevX like I do, I get a real like aesthetic. Is that the right word? You know, like there's this type of thing. I get a really satisfying feeling, you know, when I shoot an enemy in this and they turn into a skeleton or something. I get like a really satisfying feeling from that. So I mean, in some ways, it's worth the money for me, since I have the money. In some ways, it's worth it because I do get a really satisfying feeling from these death effects. But some of them aren't that satisfying. Like, where's the one? I like this ice one, like that's satisfying. I like turning people into... Oh no, sorry, that's not the ice one. Where the hell? Where? Ah, it's here. Like, I like this ice one. I like this one that turns them see-through, a sort of see-through skeleton type thing. There's one where it turns them into a bloody explosion beam, the one I just spent the whole video talking about. There's this one where it's similar again, but it doesn't last very long, the effect. So it doesn't... They turn into a skeleton, but when you're actually doing that in game, you barely even see the skeleton, just see the purpleness. So I don't use that one much. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're cool, but look how many I have. It's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I've got 8. I can afford about 3 more. 1 expensive one and 2 cheap ones. Well, 2,800 is still not cheap, but I can afford a 3,001 and a 2,800 with the points I have at the moment. So 2 2,800s and 1 3,000. That would bring me to a total of 11. That would have cut that, and that costs 170 quid for 11 death effects. Roughly, a rough guide, because some of them are more expensive than others, but that is really overpriced. Like, what's the death effects in this one? Oh yeah. The death effects in this one isn't too bad. They explode basically. There's a lot of them. There's this one.
Yeah, party don't start till I show up.
I like this one. I like this one. I never use it. Oh, that's another thing. They don't put. Here's the. I'll end on this note. Another thing I think is really stupid about this game. There's lots of stupid things about this game, but and I haven't noticed anybody else complain about it online, but it's the loadouts. You only get a certain amount of them. You get like 12 or something. I can't remember to count that. I think that's stupid. If you're gonna have that many bundles, you should be able to have an infinite amount of loadouts. Because I'd like to be able to put my ice weapon here, my lava weapon here, my exploding weapon over here, my freezing weapon, or my other weapon thing over here, my Terminator weapon over here, my thingy weapon over here, all my death effects. I like to line out all the death effects. Because I spent money on them, I like to have them ready to be able to use at any moment in the middle of a game. Now I know that you can go into your thingy into this in the middle of a game, right? Which is good. But at the same time, it's a bit awkward. You know, first of all, you have to remember what the weapons are called. It's better if you can just line them all out. Now I've only got 11, right? So I actually do have enough to line them all out. However, so I've got 11 bundles, but there's still like 2 or 3 weapons in each bundle. So no, I don't actually have enough loadouts for every single death effects variant. Second of all, I've discovered recently that I actually prefer creating, loadouts for specific styles of play. So this would be like a gunfighter build. This would be like my free-for-all build. Free-for-all gunfighter build, stuff like that. Like I haven't really, because I keep prestiging it, I haven't fully bothered in the last while. Because I just have to delete it again at the end of the prestige. But the thing is that it makes it awkward. I would like it if I could make my loadout specifically death FX. Or just an infinite amount of loadouts so I can have as many different variants of different types of things as I want. And I think it's stupid because they're the ones that are selling you these loadouts. Death effects. Bundles, sorry. They're selling you all these things, right? But it's like giving you, saying eggs in your basket or something? Put all your eggs in a basket or something. It's like they're giving you eggs in the store. It's like oh my god, what's going on with my computer? It's like they're giving you eggs in a store, but they're not giving you a basket or a holder to put them into. And yet the company expects you to buy eggs from them. It's like, you're not going to buy eggs if you can't hold them. I mean, I am apparently, but my point, it does feel a bit stupid that that they want you to spend all this ridiculous amount of money on all these bundles, but they don't give you enough space to actually put them. I mean, maybe they think it's okay doing it this way. I don't like doing it this way because I like to see all my available weapons. The only way to get around that is to write them down. It's like I'll just write them down on a notepad on my computer and just say, okay, there's my skeleton weapon, there's my ice weapon, there's my thingy weapon. Otherwise, I start to forget, it's like, which weapons do I have again? Or I remember that I have an ice weapon, but I can't remember which one it is. It's like, which one's the ice weapon? It's the AS valve, by the way. But, Ice Bite, and I think it's a PU something, the other version of it. See, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know for 100% sure right now what is the other version. It's the PU21, is it? Is it? It'll win, is that it? Yes, okay, I was right. I nearly didn't know that. And in the middle of a game, I can't think very quickly. It's like, which weapons do I have again? Fuck's sake. So, and it also takes a wee while to select it this way. Not only you have to remember what you're trying to select, like, do I want my ice weapon? Do I want my fire weapon? Do I want this weapon? But then you have to select it, which takes a wee bit longer. So I think it's dumb that they don't give you loads and loads of loadouts. Like, they should give you like 100. I don't know. I feel like they should give you like 100, but they only give you like 12, and I don't know why. And no one else ever complains about it. Maybe because no one else buys as many bundles as me. I don't know. I guess most people don't buy as many bundles as I have because like, it's too expensive. I didn't used to have loads of money, and I would have never bought these. Yeah, just never would have. I would have. I would have never bought this. Like that would have been retarded. But as I said, if I had a wee bit of money, I might end up spending it all on this. If that makes sense. If I had no money, it's like, well, what? Well, I don't have enough, do I? The worrying thing about this is, like, what about people that are a bit stupid? Like, like me, maybe, in that, let's say you've only got £300, and that's what you spend. And then you spend £300 on this. It just seems a bit like, what? You just spent 300 quid, you're only 300 quid on this game? And you can't even put the loadout? Oh my god, you can't even put them all in a nice, neat order? Oh god. Anyway, over and out. This is me talking about my fucking opinions on a stupid game, which I sort of like, but it's also a pile of trash, and I love it, and I hate it, and I don't know. It's a pile of shit. It's also quite good. It's addictive. I can't make up my mind on a stupid game. It's quite cool at times. It's also a cash. The company's super greedy, and some of these events are completely bollocks. Remember when Squid Game was out and everybody was dressed as the exact same character? That felt stupid. There's like loads of things in this game that are just a pile of stupid. I could go on and on and on and on about all the design problems, but I'm not going to do that. Like loads of design problems I've seen in this game. I gave one example there of that Def FX shows you a skull symbol, but then when you're actually in the weapon select, it shows you a spinny blade symbol. It's like, okay, you can't even get the symbols coherent between two different menu options. It's like, I can't even get that right. So this game is a big pile of stupidness, but it's also cool. I really don't. I mean, it's a very fun game, I find, when you're shooting people in it, and I like the death effects. I like turning people into skeletons. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just take my money, Activision, you greedy corporation. I would advise anyone to just never buy Call of Duty ever again. As much as I like it, don't buy it. Unless you're really strong-willed and you can resist buying the depth of X's, the bundles, whatever reason you're buying them for. It's the operators and shit too. I don't really care about the operators that much, but it's mainly for me. It's just FFXs. But I think I'm thinking I might never buy Call of Duty ever again because I could have went on a small holiday. I still could go on a small holiday, but I mean, I could go on another small holiday with the money I've spent in this game so far. So, I mean, I could have went to Spain or something for this. So, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to buy Call of Duty ever again. Uh, but, I mean, if you're the type of person that can resist buying all these death FXs, or you're the type of person that's got infinite amounts of money or something, though, I mean, that's the thing, though. Even if I had an infinite amount of money, I still think I would stop playing it because I don't like giving Activision my money. I just don't like it. I don't like that they're stealing people's money. Not just my money, but everybody's money. I feel like they're stealing our money. It doesn't matter if I had an infinite amount of money. It's the principle. They're stealing our money. This company is a pile of trash. Anyway, over and out. Bye-bye.